today I've decided today, right, I'm going to tackle this room, right? So this is what we call the learn and play room, and it's a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare. There's just so much stuff in here. I don't know where to put anything. The room is like a really weird shape as well, and it's quite difficult to like think about where anything should go. Obviously, like I said, it's a learn and play room, so it needs to serve two purposes. It needs to be somewhere where the kids can come in and learn, and somewhere where they can come in and play. And I would like two distinct kind of separate areas for that type of thing, but I don't know how to do it in this room. I don't have a clue. Also, it's quite a cold room at the moment. You know, it's not very cozy, it's not very inviting. You can probably hear we're right on a main road, so the noise of the traffic is really loud in this room as well. I mean, eventually I'll have curtains and things like that in here, which will help to reduce the noise, I think. But I just don't know how to make it work for now, you know? It's such a weird shaped room. So as it stands, this is what I'm dealing with. And it's hard. I don't know what to do with it. Because we've got that massive doll's house, which is Florrie's favourite thing ever. But it takes up so much room. I don't know. Like, how do I turn this into a classroom / playroom, which is cosy and inviting? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Right, so I've started now. There's no going back, okay? So I've pulled everything out. I've cleared, there was like a load of toys and everything on the floor over here. I'm going to give this a good scrub now because it's quite dirty behind here. And I need to scrub the walls because they're... this house, honestly. Right. Yeah, I need to scrub the walls and everything before I do anything else. Honestly, I'm losing the will to live with this house. Every time I move something.
There's mold!
Driving me up the wall. I've completely lost the will to live. I had a vision with this space, but it's just not going to work because of the wonkiness of the room, and because we've got this big gigantic radiator over there, and I don't know what to do now. I can't really move it all back to where it was, and there's still just too much stuff in here, and I feel really overwhelmed now, and I just want to cry.
Oh, Mommy! There's too much stuff! There's like a... Just want to chuck it on in the bin.
I'm giving up for the day. I can't be bothered with it anymore. It just seems like it's never ending, all the stupid little bits everywhere. It's made me too cross, so I'm stopping now. I need to sit down before I have to make food. Well, this is fun. So Craig arranged for a roofer to turn up this morning to look at our leak coming from the attic, and this is what I look like. I had no warning about this, right? I look like I've had my finger stuck in a bloody electric socket. I got no bra on, so my tits are down to my knees, and he's just had to go up into my bedroom, which Craig didn't even make the bed after he got up. It's just embarrassing, innit? I thought I should talk about the roofer. So yeah, he came, he had a look, and basically it's the chimney, which we knew. But realistically, the chimney needs to come down. It needs to go, because it's a mess. But we don't have the, what was it? How much was it?
1,800.
We don't have £1,800 to spend on that right now. So luckily he said he'd be able to do a patch-up job for like 300 or something for us, which would stop the water getting in and put a vent on it so that moisture can get out. Yeah, he tried to do that today, but I think the weather's against him, and then he ended up leaving. So hopefully that's going to be done soon, and then we can work on drying out the walls. Anyway, you might be wondering, like, where are we off to? Where are we off to in the middle of the night, you know?
Well, they don't know it's the middle of the night.
Well, no, you don't, but considering the rest of the house is dark.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's dark, it's the night, and we're off out, like, I don't know what, on a weeknight. We're going down to the theatre. We're going to go, Talia's in a dance show down in the theatre, so we're going to go down to watch her. I'm sure it's going to be thrilling. No, it will be good. Right. It seems empty. Are we allowed in here?
Yeah.
Oh.
People probably upstairs.
Atmospheric.
Aye.
Well, I don't know what the bloody hell I just watched. It was weird. Like, the first bit was fine. Like, Natalia's group was, the college group was on first, and it was about 6 minutes long, and they were on first. And it was great, you know, really good. But then afterwards, I don't know, it was just weird. Like, the first, I don't know, it was like the first 20 minutes was just them standing, going in a circle, really, really crazy. Watch. Okay, yeah, so the first part of the show was just them standing like that and going. Like that, but even slower for about 20 minutes. It didn't stop. It didn't stop. And then the rest of it was like me trying to get up in the morning and trying to put all my fucking joints back into place. All like, and this. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know.
That's good, you could do it.
Yeah, I know, I'd smash it. It was weird though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like back in my time when I was doing the dance and all of that, contemporary was like a beautiful piece of movement that made you emotional, made you feel things, and was just told a story, and it was just beautiful to watch. And this was just like, nah. I was just looking around the room, kind of like trying not to stare at this guy's penis that was just really on show. This same guy apparently reported my daughter for PDA, which I have discovered today. She came up to me and said that he'd reported her, and the owner, the choreographer, said, oh, they reported me for PDA. I said, what's PDA? Apparently public display of affection.
Mm-hmm.
She was handing her friend a crisp, and apparently it made them feel uncomfortable. Well, I felt uncomfortable having to stare at his penis all evening. What's that all about then? I don't even care anyway. Even if she was snogging somebody in front of them, what day and age are we living in? Like, what sort of professional men are going up behind a kid's back, going up to their college lecturer and going, she did some PDA, it made me feel uncomfortable.
But that sharing your crisps isn't PDA.
I don't even care.
Sharing your crisps.
I don't care. It
Sharing your saliva is PDA.
It was just, I don't know, just like, what sort of people do that though, Anna? You know?
Weird.
Yeah, so anyway, not something I'd go and watch again. If I see that name come up again, I'm not booking that show. It's wound me right up, to be honest.
It was all very strange.
Yeah, not for me. Right. Now that I've had a good sleep and I'm feeling a bit more refreshed, just about last night, I know I feel like it was a little bit harsh, right? Oh, my fringe is doing that bouncy up thing again. I know I was a little bit harsh, right? There is no doubt that the people involved in that show are extremely talented, okay? They are very, very gifted dancers. Very strong, very just fluid in their movements. Very, very, very gifted dancers, okay? But, you know, to go and watch a dance show, it needs to be something that's going to captivate your audience, isn't it? Your audience needs to be able to watch you. and it just didn't do that, you know. It was just boring. And come on, all right, I've seen the Ladyboys of Bangkok, right? I know you can tuck that little boy away quite neatly, right? There was no need for that display. I didn't know where to look, man. It was just like, anyway, yeah, but the college kids, they did really, really well. You know, it was a big thing, isn't it, to be on the stage in front of everyone doing stuff like that. And yeah, so they did really, really well. The dancers were very good, and yeah, but it just wasn't great. And it's not just us saying it, you know, we could hear everybody else as well saying the same thing. So yeah, unfortunately, it just wasn't good. It's absolutely pissing down at the moment. It is pouring down. But I've got a gastro appointment in a couple of hours, so I'm in that kind of lingering, kind of limbo bloody mood at the moment. You know, when you've got an appointment in the afternoon and it's like, well, I cannot focus on anything today now because I've got this appointment in the afternoon. Yeah, so I'm kind of like that. So I think I'm going to take my mind off it and I'm going to pop into town, pop into the charity shops, standard, as usual. Just have a little look around, waste some time a bit, and I'll come back and sort a few things out then. Bwrw glaw. Well, town was rubbish, to be fair. So I'm home now. I'm just making myself some lunch. I never make lunch. Never. But I fancied a frittata today, so I'm going to have a go at doing it in the Ninja. I've never done it on the Ninja before, so I'm going to see how it goes. I'm just using some of the leftovers that we've got, you know. We've got some leftover roast chicken and like just little bits and bobs that need using up. So I thought I'd chuck it all in a frittata. Why not? So at the moment, what I've put in there now is some butter, some garlic, mixed peppers and sweet corn that needed using up in the freezer. Now I've chucked some leftover chicken. This is the chicken left over from our roast that we had last night. Right, there we go. So I've added the egg mixture. So what I've put in there is it's 6 eggs, some rock salt, and I've added some cream as well because we had a little tiny bit of cream that we needed to use up. So that might end up making me have a bit of a bad stomach, which might work in my favour going to the gastro later, so we'll see. Anyway, I've added some mozzarella to it as well, and now I'm going to stick it onto, so I'm going to close the lid, and I'm going to stick it onto grill for, 10 minutes should do it. That was a lot quicker than I expected. Usually it takes like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the oven, but this has taken 6 minutes, so, and it looks lovely. Oh, steamy. There we go. So yeah, and there's half left in case Craig wants some when he comes home. I'm not sure what time he's finishing today, but he's finishing early to take me up to the hospital, so. So, what do you do when you've got manky looking bananas? You make a banana loaf cake, innit? Okay, I'm back from the consultant appointment at the hospital. Yeah, basically, he's just told me that because of my hypermobility and everything, my gut just doesn't function properly. It just doesn't work. It's either too fast or too slow, and it's because my gut is too stretchy, basically. So, I've just got to find ways of eating now that help that situation. He does agree that what I'm trying at the moment with the low histamine is the way to go. It definitely seems like that's what the best way of eating is going to be for me. He did also say that I have to cut out a lot of veg, which just seems like a weird piece of advice, isn't it? But I do know that there's a lot of veg that does upset me, so I know he's right. I mean, I've already cut out things like spinach and things like that because I know they were playing havoc with me. I'm going to have to try and cut out tomatoes though and things like that, which is going to be hard because a lot of our meals are like tomato based because that's what the kids love and Craig loves. They all love that, you know, like Italian and stuff like that. And they've all got tomatoes in them and, oh, I don't know. So, yeah, I've just got to try and find a way of eating. That's not going to be too much of an issue for me. And at least if I don't have like as much of something, then I can have a bit of it and it shouldn't affect me too much, if you know what I mean. So I've got to have blood tests now anyway again, just to make sure that I'm not low on my nutrients and stuff, which I will be. I always am. He did also say that he checked the computer systems for me and the referrals that my GP had done for me. I have a referral for rheumatology to see for a diagnosis of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and I have a referral to cardiac. It is cardiac, isn't it? Yeah, referral to cardiac for heart murmur. My referral was done last June. She wrote the GP wrote it up, and turns out she hasn't sent it off. So I've been back in and told and asked them at reception, and they said, "Oh yeah, okay, we'll get the GP onto it." And so this appointment today now, he's checked again, and no, there's still no referral showing on the system for me. So I'm gonna have to go back and kick off now, I think, because they are taking the biscuit a bit, aren't they? Guys, I forgot to film my cake before we like chowed into it. So there's my banana and walnut cake. And it was rather nice, actually. But yeah, there was like another half of it. Hey, Bri. I just had some beautiful cuddles and kisses from Bri, didn't I, baby? Yes, I did. And he's enjoying eating his cheese now. Nom nom. Oh, and some mealworms. He's got mealworms in there as well. Hoovering them up. Oh yeah, right. Obviously, don't mind me. I've just had a bath. I've got this massive spot by you. Oh my god, it's killing me. You know, it's what. And I got hiccups. Sorry. It's one of those ones that's like buried under the skin, and it's really big and hard, and it's really painful, and I hate it. Yeah, I just had a bath. It's been one of those days today. I haven't done anything today. I've been waiting all day for the roofer to turn up, because he said that he was going to turn up today, but he hasn't turned up, and he hasn't like communicated or anything. It has been raining, and we know he can't do the job in the rain, but there's been lots of times where it's been dry as well, and he said he was going to come today, but hiccups. But then he didn't turn up. But because I was waiting for him all day, I was like, I just couldn't do anything then. Do you know what I mean? I was just stuck then in waiting mode, and I couldn't go for a wash. I couldn't do anything today, like, because I was just stressed that I had to wait for the roofer man. And then he didn't turn up. But yeah, it's I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to get it sorted now, so that we can dry the walls out and then decorate. But the problem is, right, we've got another problem starting now, and God, I'll show you. So we've got this now, which is the opposite side of the house, and that has started appearing, and it's getting bigger by the day. And I think this is where next door's chimney is. Yeah, so apparently next door's chimney is in a worse state than ours is. When the roofer turned up, he thought that the problem was that next door's chimney, but it's not. It's our chimney, because our chimney is this side and next door's is that side. But yeah, so it looks like they've got issues as well, and it's starting to come through onto our house. So I don't know how to deal with that, because that makes me really nervous. Like, I don't know if my anxiety can take, like, having to go and explain to them that they're potentially going to need to spend, like, £1,700 to fix their chimney because it's damaging my house. And then what also makes me nervous is that with the state my walls are in here, what's that been doing to their house next door, this side? The hiccups are annoying me now, because surely, like, it must be going through to theirs as well, because if theirs is coming through to ours, oh, I don't know, it's so stressful, isn't it? Like, I can't deal with things like this. I really don't like it. Yeah, so anyway, we've got that to deal with, and the roofer hasn't turned up. I've been waiting all day, and now I'm having a bath. Yeah, so I haven't done anything, and yeah, so I'm going to end the vlog here anyway. So if you've got to the end, thank you for watching. I know it's been one of those sort of, like, vlogs where I've done nothing but, like, talk shit all week. Because I've not had a life. The girls haven't been here this week, so I've just had nothing to do. So I've just done nothing and just chatted nonsense to you guys. That's how it seems anyway. I did go to Carmarthen on Monday, actually. I had a nice walk around Carmarthen. That'll be a video coming out next week, I think. These bloody hiccups. Yeah, so I did do that, but then the rest of the week then, because it's been raining and horrible, I haven't been anywhere. I haven't done anything other than my Be Kinder box. That turned up yesterday and I filmed that, and if you've watched that, thank you for watching, and if you haven't, please go and watch it, because it was it was an interesting experience. Like, Be Kinder's basically it's a box of clothing that you don't have any choice over. Like, you don't know what it's going to be. It's a complete mystery, complete surprise, but it's okay. Even if you don't like the items, the money goes to charity anyway. It goes to an end of life care charity. So, you know, just see it as you're making a donation to charity in it, and if you like the clothes, then that's a bonus. If you don't, you've donated money to charity. That's how I see it anyway. But it was quite fun. There was a couple of dodgy stuff on there for me, and a couple of really nice things. So yeah, go and check that out if you haven't done so already. And thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. And we'll see you next week. Bye.